Hello, and welcome to Munich. One of the best ways to get around throughout Munich is its public transportation system, the MVV. The public transportation here in Munich is very safe and convenient for everyone who lives in the area to get around. Although it may seem daunting at first, it only takes a few minutes to crack the code of the MVV. And once you're able to navigate all of the public transportation here in Munich, you unlock the key to understanding Munich and optimize your opportunities during your time here. Let's start our journey at Hauptbahnhof, the central train station here in Munich. All of the MVV services run through Hauptbahnhof. The S-Bahn, the U-Bahn, the trams, and buses. In addition to the MVV services, Hauptbahnhof is also the central station for regional trains. In order to be able to use the public transportation, it is vital that you are able to distinguish between the types of services and understand how to use each one. We will start with the S-Bahn. The S-Bahns are comprised of 8 lines that all go through different areas of the Munich suburbs, but they run through the city as well. The S-Bahn lines are named with an S and then the number of the line you are taking. The lines include the S1, S2, S3, S4, S6, S7, S8, and the S20, which follows the line of the S7 but has very limited service. When riding the S-Bahns, pay attention to the name of the last stops on either side of the line and go in the direction you need. To locate an S-Bahn, look for this sign. In order to ride the S-Bahn, your ticket must be purchased and validated before boarding the train. Most of the S-Bahn services will be located above ground. Keep an eye out for these boards. They will tell you when your train is coming and any announcements that you might need to know. Each S-Bahn line only runs every 20 minutes, so make sure you get to the station with plenty of time so you don't miss your train and have to wait. Next is the U-Bahn. The U-Bahn is used very similarly to how the S-Bahn is used. However, the U-Bahn lines are the underground train lines and only really run through the central city areas. There are also 8 U-Bahn lines. The U1, U2, U3, U4, U5, U6, and then the U7 and U8, which have limited service. Just like the S-Bahns, your ticket must be purchased and validated before boarding an U-Bahn. To locate an U-Bahn, look for this sign. The U-Bahns are located underground, so look for these signs to help navigate you to where your U-Bahn line is, and these signs will also help you to navigate which direction you have to go. While waiting for your U-Bahn, these boards will tell you how long it'll take for it to come. Typically, the U-Bahns come every 10 minutes. Once on the U-Bahn, look out for these boards. They will tell you the upcoming stops. The trams operate quite differently to the S-Bahn and U-Bahn services. Firstly, the trams are on the roads, and rather than a full station, the trams can be caught at smaller stations that look like this. However, similarly to the S-Bahn and U-Bahn services, there are these boards at the station that will tell you when your tram will arrive. And these boards are on the tram that tell you the next stops. Another difference is that with the tram, your ticket does not have to be bought or validated before boarding the tram. There are ticket machines and validation boxes on the tram, so you can always buy or validate your ticket there. Before getting off the tram, it is really important that you press one of the red buttons to indicate to the driver that you will be getting off at the next stop. If you do not do this, there is a chance that the tram might drive past your stop. To locate a tram, look for this sign. Each of the tram lines is distinguished by a number, similarly to the system used for the S-Bahn and U-Bahn. The buses here in Munich run very similar to their trams. You can buy and validate your ticket on the bus, and you must press the red button to indicate you are getting off at the next stop. The buses also use a number system to distinguish between the lines, but have many more lines to go through the entire MVV system very extensively. When looking for a bus, look for this sign or this sign. Because there are many different bus stops throughout Munich, some of the stations just have a little sign indicating that it is a bus station. All the public transportation services are organized within the MVV zones. The different zones will determine how much your ticket will cost. As you get further from the central city area, the more expensive your ticket will become. There are 7 different zones. The M zone, which makes up the majority of the city area. As long as you don't venture too far out of the city, you won't need to worry about all the different zones. The rest of the zones include Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5, and Zone 6. Across all 4 of the public transportation services, bus, tram, U-Bahn, and S-Bahn, the same tickets can be used. There are many options for what types of tickets you can use for each of these services to ensure that you get the best price for your ride. Some of the ticket options include daily tickets, group tickets, strip cards, one-trip tickets, short trip tickets, and frequent traveler tickets. You can purchase your tickets at a ticket booth in a station, which looks like this, a ticket machine on the tram or bus, which looks like this, or online. There is an MVV app that is free to download onto your phone. I would definitely recommend using this, especially as a newcomer. To use it, you put in where you are going and from where you will start. It will then give you a variety of options on how to get there and all the possible tickets you could use to get from point A to point B. The ticket that you choose to buy can be purchased from any ticket booth or with the app. If your ticket is not pre-validated, you have to stamp it using one of these blue validation boxes. With their tickets, the MVV uses the honor system. This means that before getting on every train, bus, or tram, you will not get checked. However, occasionally there will be people, who are often in disguise, who will check whether or not you have a valid ticket. If you do not have a valid ticket, then you will automatically get a €60 fine. So always have a valid ticket with you. With Munich being in an ideal location for European travel, there are several options to exploring the rest of Europe with a regional travel system. These regional systems use different tickets which do not correspond with the tickets for the MVV. As mentioned before, Hauptbahnhof is the central station for regional trains. Regional trains can get you around other places in Germany and all over Europe. When you go to Hauptbahnhof for a regional train, look for this board. It will tell you all of the departures and arrivals. Since Hauptbahnhof is the central station for regional trains, it is one of the only places in Munich that keeps their stores open on Sundays. There are other stations that offer regional trains in Munich too. In addition to the regional trains, there are also regional buses that can be used to get around and explore Europe. The central station for regional buses is the Zob. Now that you have a better understanding of the public transportation systems here in Munich, I hope that you enjoy your stay.